Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear and listening into another 3DS Game Idea video from me. And this time I would like to see Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg make its way from the GameCube. And if you're in Europe, PC to the 3DS. And I think this would be definitely worth porting. Definitely worth porting. Like, this game is now, what, 13 years old. It's a 13-year-old game. Like, I definitely think that it deserves to be brought to a newer audience. Obviously, handheld Nintendo's 3DS is definitely like a family handheld type of thing, and Billy Hatcher is a family friendly type of game. So, I'm thinking, put this out there, put the character, give the character the spotlight again. Let Billy Hatcher actually take off. I'm like, it didn't really take off very well on the GameCube. It's not like the game was reviewed awful, but like it was reviewed definitely. It was a decently reviewed game. It was like, I think at an overall average was like a 7.3 to 7.5 out of 10 if you collectively managed scores. So it wasn't like it was a bad game. It just was one that didn't take off, and is literally one of the better platformers that I remember Sega putting out at the time, and Yuji Naka made. So why not give the game another shot? And it's not like it would cost a whole lot to put it out on the 3DS. Like, you don't have to change up the visuals a whole lot because it was a stylized game. It had a very stylized look to it. And on top of that, like, there was a lot of stuff that was like, that game was packed full of content from what I remember reading about it and everything. I never fully played the actual game. I played the demo that came out that came with the Nintendo preview disc that came with the GameCube. I played the demo of it, but like, and I love that demo. And I'm like, back then it's not like that game popped up a whole lot. I never really saw it in the store. Like, in the one time I did see it in the store, I didn't have any money to get it, so I was like, well, fuck. It was a screwed system for me. I might be able to actually pick up a copy of it now because I can actually look it up on the internet. But I could see that being a really cool game for the 3DS, and it could probably take off very well on there as well. I mean, it just seems like to me that that would be the perfect place to put a game like this. One, like I said, it's a 13-year-old game. It's not like the IP has been revisited in those 13 years outside of making the PC port in Europe. But you could probably find that online now, and then anybody could play it. But I would like to support the IP by like having them put it out and be like, okay, I can give you guys money for this now. Like, it's not like that. Well, again, I guess if you go to the right place and you purchase it, you could still support it in that way. But I don't know if Sega would really consider it now. They'd be like, oh, okay, Billy Hatcher made a little bit of money, and we didn't do anything with it. Now, if they made another game, or they remade the original game, or I mean, ported the original game, and for the 3DS, simple as hell. Main screen, top screen, the game. Bottom screen, your HUD, and your inventory. It's not like Billy Hatcher needs a whole lot of fancy shit done to it. Um, and then add gyro controls optionally. Excuse me, had a hiccup there. Optionally for for first person when you're looking around. I think he does something where he launches eggs. I know you're supposed to take care of eggs and hatch them and shit. But I remember there being like he throws something. It might not be eggs, but I remember him throwing something. Um, I could see all that being done, and I would be cool with that. And then for the lack of Game Boy Advance connectivity, all those games that you could I guess you could say upload to your Game Boy Advance or just load to your Game Boy Advance if you connected it to the GameCube, just make them play on the 3DS. That's all you'd have to do. And what would be the better thing is, instead of having the gameplay be at the top with those, put the gameplay on the bottom screen and put the name of the game at the top. That it literally doesn't take much thought to come up with this type of stuff. Like, and I'm pretty sure if Sega sat down and thought about it, they could really remake this game. I mean, and put it out in the 3DS. It would definitely be, it would do well. I know it would do well, and it's not like it would have to sell a shit ton of copies for it to justify a sequel possibly. Because again, Billy Hatcher has not been used literally in 13 years. I mean, the game itself hasn't been used in 13 years. The character has ended up in a couple of other things that Sega has done, like promotional collective type games, like where you see a bunch of Sega characters together in one game, like Sega Superstar Tennis and Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. Like, I'm pretty sure he's been in those. I think he's been in a couple other things, but I can't remember for sure. But that's really it. Like, I think though that it deserves another chance at wowing people. Like I said, like if, from what I remember of it, like what I remember of that demo and what I remember people telling me about the game, it definitely is one of the better platformers that Sega has made. And I could see I could see it doing very well if it was put on the 3DS. But that's just me. Like, that was just my musings on it. You guys let me know what you think. Thank you once again for lending me your time and lending me your ears and listening to me gab on about things and talking about games and stuff, because that's what I like to do. But you guys keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.